Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and to today's video, which is the last video in my 24 days of Christmas festive frolics series. It's been a challenge, it's been hard work, thoroughly enjoyable. I hope you've all enjoyed watching the videos that have been popping up every day. If you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notification bell is on as well, because I will now be going back to my usual schedule of approximately 3 or 4 videos a week, so I really don't want you to miss any. And today's video we are going to be giving you a first impressions of all the makeup that I got in my Cruelty Free Beauty Box. I have done an unboxing video on that and I will link it up here for you now if you want to go and check that out first so you know the products I'm going to be using. As you can probably tell, I've already done my base makeup using the BB cream, the powder, pressed powder and the illuminating highlighter that we got in the box. Now the BB cream, it's lovely, it's a very light coverage. There is a very unusual smell to it. It's not offensive and it's not overly powerful, but it's like sweeties, you know, like your little pick and mix type sweetie foamy things, a little bit like that. So just to make you aware, when I swatched this out on my unboxing, I thought the colour was going to be a little bit dark, but I think as you can see it's actually not too bad, not too bad at all. The powder, the pressed powder here, this was lovely. I used it with the kabuki brush that we got as well, and really nice, lovely feeling on the skin. The illuminator I've used as my highlighter, and I have to say it's really nice, very gentle. Didn't take a lot of building up at all, but it has got a very pink base, so if you're not into pink highlighters, that may not be for you. And I've also used on my cheeks as my blusher the Onirika all-in-one cream that we got as well, and it's in the shade Orange Juice and Glitters. I am going to be using this on my eyes, as it is for your eyes, your cheeks, your lips. It's an all-in-one cream. Let's get the headband on and let's get into it. Got my reindeer ears for today, seeing as though this video will be uploading on Christmas Eve, and let's get there. So the first one I am going to use is I'm going to use the all-in-one cream, and I'm going to be popping this sort of in the crease and then above up to sort of underneath the brow bone. Now I'm using my Colourpop brush for this. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work, because to be perfectly honest, I've not used many cream eyeshadows. Liquids, yes, powders, obviously. Creams, not so much, so we're going to see. Into the crease, and the reason I've picked this brush is because it is quite a nice, flat, detailed brush. So I thought it would give me just a little bit more precision when I'm applying, which it does seem to be doing. Now then, let's see how this goes on and blends out. Obviously I have already primed my eyes with my NYX Proof It eyeshadow primer, and this is, I have to say, this is a lovely colour. It went on the cheeks, it went on very gently. I used it with my normal blusher brush and just dabbed the blusher brush in, or tapped the blusher brush in, and then patted it on my cheeks and then blended it out. The only thing I would say is that it felt to me as though it almost, it maybe brought off the powder a little bit. But I don't think it's too bad and too noticeable, so that's not bad. This is a very strange texture to have go on your lids, because it's a cream. It's rather than a powder or even a liquid, so it is feeling a little strange, I have to say. I'll be interested to see how it feels and if it dries down and one thing and another. But it is a lovely colour, nice sort of soft corally colour, and you can definitely see the sparkles coming through, the gold sparkles. Well, I hope you can. I can here anyway. So let's go in on this side. So it's easy enough to use. It's just a little strange. But it's only because I've never used anything like this before, so there we go. It really is like painting by numbers in a way. So it's, yeah, it's going on well. And obviously being like a cream, it's not like you've got to worry about fallout, which I have to say, that is a bonus. You're not going to think that you've got to start brushing away or trying to spray your brush to prevent any fallout or anything like that. I'm hoping to go for quite a simple look today, because I kind of thought, well, being Christmas Eve, I don't know about you, but I'm always extremely busy on Christmas Eve, so I'm thinking hopefully this might be a quick, easy look that you can sort of bob on in the morning and maybe then forget about it for the rest of the day whilst you're doing whatever you're doing. I know I'll be prepping all the veg and the meat and everything later, so let me know in the comments what's your plans. Are you going, are you going to be cooking? Are you going to be going out for Christmas Day lunch? Let me know. We always stay in, we don't go out. My mother-in-law comes round, my father and his wife, and it's nice. They don't eat with us, but my mother-in-law does. There we go. What do we think? What do we think to that? Yeah, looks all right, doesn't it? We'll be doing a little bit of blending, I think, later, so we'll see how that goes. Now we're going to go in to the loose pigment that we received in the box. Now, I'm opening this very carefully. Yeah, I would say because with this, because there's no sort of plastic topper or anything, it's like getting all round the edge of the tub. I'd have to say, I think personally, I would like to see something on the top of this because it is incredibly messy. And I've just spilt a load on my tissue down here as well. I might have to go in later and sort that out. Let's give it a go dry first. I've got quite a small brush because I'm not sure how this is going to apply. We're going to go in dry all over the rest of the lid. I'm being extremely gentle because it is a loose pigment. I don't particularly want to get any fallout if I can help it, but we shall see what happens. It's going on nicely, even though it is dry. I mean, that's yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. I honestly thought I was going to have to go back in and either spray it or sort of mix it with some spray to make like a liquidy eyeshadow, because I know you can do that with this. So I've gone all over the lid there, just under the crease, but when I open my eye I can still see it. There we go. Wow, that's gone on really well, hasn't it? Really well. Okay. And what I've actually done is, because I tried to angle the tub to get rid of the excess that was around the rim of it, I've actually popped some of the product into the lid, so that's what I'm doing. I'm taking it out of there. I'll just tap that off a little more. Let's go in on this side Again, being really, really gentle and just sweeping it, starting in this outer corner and sweeping it in as gently as I possibly can so that we don't brush any off into that inner corner if we can help it. Let's see how we do. A little more. There we go. It is a lovely, lovely colour. Very, very Christmassy. But I suspect this would be amazing mixed with some face mist or and made into that liquid. I'll definitely be doing another look with this at some point, perhaps. I'm thinking of doing a couple of videos of looks specifically for sort of, you know, New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve looks if you're going out or if you're going to a party. So I might try that technique and do a video based on that. We shall see. Keep your eyes out. Like I say, make sure that notification bell is turned on so you don't miss when I do upload. There we go. Let's get this outer corner a little bit. Okay, lovely. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to come down onto the lower lash line with some of this as well. Okay, whoopsie daisy. Almost poked myself in the eye then. So I'm really going and tapping off with this, and we're going to go as close to the lash line as we possibly can. There we go, just coming all the way underneath. And what I might do is I might get a little bit of the illuminating powder and use that as an inner corner highlight. We can give it a go, see if it works. You never know. There we go. There we go. Meet that up. I don't want this to be too heavy and in your face, but we do want a little bit of something. There we go. Get into that outer corner. And just neat it up. And as you can see, I am keeping the shape of this eye look very, very rounded today. I've almost got in my head like I'm trying to be a bauble. Do baubles on my eyes. Here we go. And under this side, I have to say, touch wood, at the moment I don't seem to be getting any fallout. I am looking closely. I might have the odd speck. But certainly nothing major at the minute. At the minute. I haven't used any primer. I meant to say earlier, I haven't used any primer today on my face. I wanted to see how this BB cream performed just on bare skin. And like I say, it is a really nice light coverage, which is what you would expect from a BB cream. You wouldn't expect a full coverage from this sort of product at all, so that's good. And it went on nicely. It really did. It went on nicely with my foundation brush like normal, so that was good. I have had it on about half an hour or so now, so I'm just trying to look and see if there's sort of any oxidising. I have got some oil coming through on the chin. I've got a bit of excess on here, actually. Give that a bit of a buff. There we go, that's matted it down again. And I have got my rosacea redness coming through, so potentially I probably would still put a primer underneath. It's working okay, it's doing alright at the moment. Next product we're going to be using the black eyeliner that we also got in the box with everything else. Again, I'm wanting to keep, you know, when I do first impressions and reviews like this, I want to try and keep it as much as possible to literally just the products I get in the box. I've got to be very careful because my tub of loose pigment is right by my elbow, and because I've got loads in the lid, I've not put the lid on yet. I'm going to sort that out when I've finished filming, so I've got to be extra careful and make sure I don't knock it over. Here we go. So we're going to try and keep this as close as possible to the lash line. Now, I'm not the biggest fan these days of using pencils on my upper lids, because as I've got older, my lids have got quite wrinkly and crepey. They just don't seem to go on very well these days, or certainly liquids or like the felt tippy ones go on a lot better, and I have to say I am struggling a little bit with this. Let's keep going, let's keep trying, keep going over and over. It might just be because it's a new pencil, it might just need to sort of warm up or something, or maybe it's because it's going over that loose pigment, which is quite a dark colour, but I'm struggling, I'm not gonna lie, because it did say that it should just glide on, but it's not doing at the moment. It's quite, nearly quite harsh. It's not painful, don't get me wrong, it's not painful, but, and I think if you're younger, I mean, I always used pencils, or, well, I've used liquid eyeliner for a long time, but I have used pencils when I was younger, but I think even then, because my eyes have always been a little on the wrinkly side, but if you're younger and you've got beautifully smooth, soft skin, then this shouldn't be as much of an issue for you as it's been for me. Yeah, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I think personally it'll be better as an under eyeliner. I wouldn't use this in my waterline either, only because I have extremely watery eyes, and I know that if I put it in my waterline, within 10 minutes it's coming off, and then it ends up like smudging all underneath, and it's not good. It's not good. So, a little bit about the pencil, but again, I've just remembered as well, I've just seen at the side of me, this was something else we got in the box. So I thought, it's a drink. It's a matcha green coffee sparkling water drink. So I thought we'll open this up and try this on camera as well. Let's have a little sip, see what we think before we put the lipstick on. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's like an earthy, there's an earthiness, and then you get a slight, and I mean a slight hint of lemon. Yeah, you get the salt. I'm getting the salt now. I think there's a teeny weeny taste. There is a hint of maple as well, because I love maple syrup. That's interesting. I'm not entirely sure about that, but it's interesting. It's nice to try it, Okay, so the last product we are going to be trying is, when I can get into it, there we go, is the Phase Zero Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade, was it Classic Red? Yes, Classic Red. So obviously very, very Christmassy, very apt for today's video, so let's give it a go. Excuse me, alright, put some music over this bit. myself then, I'd say the only thing I maybe would have liked to have seen in this box was, rather than the eyeliner, I think I'd have rather seen a lip liner that matched this lipstick. Now, I know you don't have to use lip liners with liquid lipsticks. You're meant to be able to just, you know, create the line yourself. But as you've just seen, the doe foots are not... If it was like a brush and it was nice and precise, then yes, absolutely. So I'm just going to go in with my Lord and Berry and just try and rectify around this side a little. Okay, that'll do. I have got a little bit of transfer up on the top as well, but that's because of my funny shaped lips. There we go. I think we're all done. Have I done everything? No, mascara. Let's get some mascara on. I'm just going to pop a small amount of my normal NYX. Again, that might have been another item that could have been in this box, was a mascara. I'm just checking on my list. We definitely didn't get one, and no, we didn't. Here we go. Oh, I can see some transfer of the green. I'm going to have to go in with a blending brush. What on earth? I've got a hair on my mascara wand. That is not very helpful. Goodness knows how that's got there. Yes. Okay. Now, maybe that's because I've gone in dry with that loose pigment. But I have got some transfer, so I am going to get a blending brush, and you know, weirdly one eye seems worse than the other. That's a bit odd. I'm going to get a blending brush or go back in with the first shade and see if we can just rectify that a little bit. I need quite a small one though. There we go. Ooh. I've just thrown it at you. I do apologise. Let me get another one. I'm so sorry. I've got proper dropsies today. Oh, I can't find a brush now. Here we go. Let's try that one. Let's see if I can kind of get it off. I don't think it will. I think I'm going to have to, yeah. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that. I've just realised that's something as well. With this being a cream, if you overload your brush, you've got no way really of getting it off, other than sort of wiping your brush on a wipe or a tissue or something. So, that doesn't seem to be going back over particularly well. Never mind. It might well be because this is a cream, so obviously a powder onto a cream, it's going to stick. But never mind, let's just give that a buff. Let's see if we can just try and buff it a little bit. I just look like I've got a bit of a black eye now at the top. Never mind, never mind. Do you know what? There we go. As per usual, you can tell that this is definitely a first impressions video. I've not used these products before, so we're learning together, everybody. We are learning together. Let's just sort the hair out. What do we think? I love the lipstick colour. I'm not normally somebody who goes for this sort of really, really bright red, but that really is a classic red, isn't it? I'm going to do the eyes, lean in, do the eyes for you so you can see. Let me know. Let me know down in the comments what you think to these products, what you think to the look. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, everybody. I'm going to have a couple of days off filming, but there will be at least one video in between Christmas and New Year. If I get the chance, you never know, there might be a couple. I will see you soon. Bye.